Today we're looking at why study history. Hello, welcome to the Daily Bellringer. Please don't forget to subscribe and take a look at the questions down in the description. Also, don't forget to check out dailybellringer.com where you'll find more resources that go with many of the Bellringer videos. What is history? History is defined in the Webster Dictionary as a chronological record of significant events, often including an explanation of their causes and effects. Or another way to say it is simply an explanation of what has happened in the past. Now, I realize for many students, history is that one class that bores them to death, and they see no point to learning it or learning all these dates, names, laws that were passed, or wars that were fought. But today what I would like to share with you are some reasons why we should study history and why history is actually really important. I know this is the most cliched argument for learning history, but it's absolutely true. If we do not learn from what has happened in the past, we are very likely to repeat it. Stop for a moment and consider how you learn math. You don't learn a math equation by doing every problem correctly the first time. You learn by making mistakes and then learning the correct way to do the problem. It's the same way with history. We can look back and see major mistakes made by others in the past and use that then to make better decisions in the future. If we do not learn from those mistakes, just like with a math problem, we are going to continue to get the equation wrong. Have you ever stopped and asked yourself, why do we celebrate Thanksgiving? Or why are there certain laws in place? Why did World War I begin? Why did all the founding fathers wear funny white wigs? History gives us those answers. It tells us the how and why of the world around us. In order to understand the how and why, you must learn about the past and what events and people shaped our past. Imagine if two of your friends got into an argument and you didn't bother to find out how and why the argument started. You would have no clue on how to settle the argument or who might be in the wrong. You are determining the how and why and trying to determine the best course of action. That is studying history. History is a very unique area of study that you are free to form your own opinions about history, or in other words, there are not always necessarily right or wrong answers in history. Now, of course, there are absolutes such as dates and what happened at certain times, but you can look at those events of the past and form your own ideas and think critically about what has happened. Additionally, there are multiple sides to every story in history, depending on whose perspective you are looking at. Of course, a key skill necessary in studying history and forming your opinion is the ability to defend your ideas. In order to defend your ideas, you will need to go more in depth into history and formulate arguments that support your position. As I mentioned earlier, we learn from the mistakes of the past, and some of those mistakes might inspire you to make changes. But beyond mistakes, there are also a lot of amazing people and events that occurred in the past. Some of these amazing people we can look at as heroes and role models. Many of these past events can give us inspiration to do better or follow in the same footsteps as those who came before us. Plus, too, there are just some crazy, weird, interesting things that have happened in the past. Studying history simply gives you a better understanding of the world around you and gives you the ability to speak and think intelligently about issues that face our world today. If you hear someone talking about problems facing our world today, you can make much better arguments and develop better ideas about how to solve those problems if you have a grasp of what's happened in the past. Plus, just simply trying to follow what is happening in the news or following references in books, movies, or television, it helps to have an understanding of history. Arguably, one of the most important reasons to study history is to protect our future, your family's future, my future, all of mankind's future. We must understand the past in order to make a better tomorrow for everyone. There are countless other reasons why studying history is essential, but those are just a few to reflect upon. So next time you sit down in your history class or social studies class, remember it's worth your time and effort to learn history. So with that, hopefully you learned something, and thanks for watching.